This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We're about to begin our meeting. Do we have any volunteers on the prayer today?
Lord, we thank you this day, and we thank you for the opportunity for us to come together and do the work of this county. Lord, be with us as we make decisions for the county and open conversations and open minds. Thank you for all you do for us. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Let's all stand and join me in the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. We have, before you need to propose agenda, what's the pleasure?
Mr. Chairman, if I could, I'd like to add an item, talk about scheduling maybe an EDC meeting this week in the budget season.
David? Tim?
No, sir.
Gene?
No,
Tony?
I don't have a name, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we approve the agenda with this addition.
That's it.
It has been motion and second. All in favor by the show of hands? Okay, that motion carries. Our old minutes were mailed and emailed to everybody. What's the pleasure of the board?
I move we adopt and record it.
That's it.
There's a motion and second. Are there any discussion on the old minutes before we vote on it? If not, all in favor by the show of hands? That motion carries. Mr. Stevens on you now.
Okay, you should have the financial report for the month of March. We're halfway through the fiscal year. Take a look at it. Got any questions? We're glad to try to answer them.
An abundance of money in at this time.
We have adequate money at the moment. And just for information, Danny is starting the budget process with department heads developing their worksheet. So it'll soon be that time of year again. So just keep that in mind. Item number 3, lease. Historically, I just remind everybody the USDA Service Center is out in the Business Development Center. And there's 2 offices there. It's the Farm Service Agency, FSA office, and then the NRCS office, the Natural Resource Conservation Service office are there. And historically, the county has, USDA leases the office space from Dooley County. Dooley County then in turn leases it from but the building is actually owned by the Chris Dooley Joint Development Authority. So we just have been acting as the middleman for the process. I'm going to see if USDA can just rent it directly from the Chris Dooley Joint Development Authority and just get us out of the process. Because all we're doing is we're taking the money USDA sends us and we're turning around and sending it to Chris Dooley Joint Development Authority. So get us out. It's just one less thing this office has to be handling. But Danny will keep y'all informed on that. The next, we should took this off the agenda. The Planning Commission met this past Monday. We're gonna have another item on here for that. Just a reminder, number 5, the River Valley Regional Commission annual legislative luncheon is scheduled for Wednesday, May the 20th at South Georgia Technical College in Americus. Meet starts at 10:30 that morning, and then they'll have lunch, like they always have. And they need a RSVP to know who all plan on attending. So if y'all will let Linda know if y'all plan to attend, so she can RSVP for y'all. And you got one more chance at the next meeting. Will be y'all's next meeting is May 7th, and that is the deadline to RSVP. So if you don't let her know now, you definitely need to let her know by then. Okay. At the last meeting, y'all voted to update the authorized signers on the checking account. No additional actions taken today, but we do have the paperwork that chairman and vice chairman, if y'all were hanging around after the meeting, we gotta get quite a few of y'all signatures on stuff, so.
Gotta see the driving line.
Already got that. Just need signatures today.
They called me, asked me about my driving line. I said, for what?
Okay. Middle Georgia Regional Solid Waste Management Authority. That's Dooley County, Macon County, and Peach County. It's a 7-member board. Macon County has 3 representatives that serve on that board since they're the host county for the facility. Then Peach County and Dooley County have 2 representatives that serve on the board. And for Dooley County, the representatives are Commissioner Lester and myself. With me retiring, I'm going to resign. I'm resigning from the Solid Waste Authority. So that leaves a vacancy for Dooley County to appoint someone to serve on that board. I would strongly suggest it be a county commissioner. All the other members on the authority are county commissioners. I was the only member on the authority that was not a county commissioner. So, y'all ain't got to make that decision today, but y'all will need to make that decision at possibly at the next meeting and notify the authority of who Dooley County's new representative will be. Once a quarter at the most. It's not all that much.
But Tony, you still on there, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah. Need a ride though, cause.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a ride partner right there.
I make a motion to nominate Mr. Tim Robinson on the Middle Georgia Regional Solid Waste Authority.
There's the motion second. All in favor by the show of hands.
You didn't ask for discussion.
I ain't
I'm talking about that.
And when that caught my mind, we have a few board appointments. Most of the boards y'all appoint members to, their terms expire December 31st, but there are a few that have terms expiring that expire June the 30th. They are the DFAX board. We have a Katie Griffiths, term expires June 30th on the DFAX board. On the library board, Catherine Jones and Laurie Lowry, terms expire June 30th. On the Middle Flint Health and Wellness Community Service Board, Betty Lamb's term expires June 30th. We just talked about the Solid Waste Authority. On the River Valley Regional Commission Area Agency on Aging Advisory Council, Dino Lemon's term expires, and we can have 2 representatives on there, but the second position has never been filled. So I think that's all. Yeah, that's all.
Not on the one that they wanted, like Dino wanted to do, but on the vacancy, she made a comment at one of the meetings of advertising these positions and taking applications and seeing, I mean, all we try to think about is people we know. Let's see if there's somebody we don't know and see what their capabilities are and see if they're interested in. No reason having a vacancy if there's somebody hidden out there that might want to serve.
Well, for the ones that are currently members with their terms expiring, how do y'all want to proceed with that?
Make contact with them and see whether they want to still continue to serve on, in that position.
Okay. All right. Oops. Okay, we got a public hearing scheduled, item number 8 at 9:30, so we need to wait on that. Rich, you ready?
Yeah.
Come on up. I've had Brett Walls, the coroner, to come. You need to stand up there or sit down, whichever one you feel more comfortable with.
Sit down.
That's what most folks do, so.
Good morning.
Good
Morning.
Back on March 27th, we had an issue, and I got a statement prepared. Go ahead and read it. On March 27th, 2026, we responded to an incident that did not meet the standard of care and service for our community. The deceased remained on scene longer than appropriate, and we take full responsibility for this lapse. While the situation is not representative of our normal operations, that does not lessen its impact. We understand the weight of these moments for families, and we regret the added distress this caused during the time of grief. We have taken immediate steps to prevent this from happening again. First thing we're going to do, the coroner van, it's going to go to every call, no matter what it is. It's going to be there. And if it can't be, we're going to ask EMS to help us. They can assist with transport sometimes. It is our responsibility to serve the citizens with dignity, care, and urgency. In this instance, we fell short, and we extend our sincere apology to the family and all those affected. Y'all have any questions?
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank y'all.
Okay. Mr. Sylvester, you're next on the agenda.
Well, I done got all right, but I was mad as hell. Let my son lay out there on the ground 4.5 hours. Now, I was mad as hell. Oh, we got all them animals right out there. Why didn't you put them in an animal and bring them to town? Y'all know that ain't right. And I've been on y'all about that man. By hiring some black folks to help him. We don't want no black folks. But now I want to know this morning. I need y'all to get me a letter. Do they treat everybody like they treated my son? Now who gonna write it? Get him to write it. The one he was out there treated everybody like they treated my child. Oh, he was a Granville. Now y'all know that ain't right. And he come sending me word that he got 2 jobs. Now how he get 2 jobs and he can't do one? Now I need a letter from y'all stating that y'all treat everybody like you treated my son. And the cost don't matter. I'm at a stage right now where the cost don't matter. Now, I got out there, my son laying on the ground. Animals. Why did he pick him up and bring him back up into his station? Call the funeral home man. My son called me shoo. Said, you know, Vince just had a massive heart attack. I said, no, and nobody told me. He said, well, supposed to be taking him and called this to the hospital. I said, okay, I went and jumped in my car, me and my daughter. But when I got into the red light, he called me again. He said, whoops, Vince ain't dying in Cordell. He's still out there laying on the ground. Out there. He said, why you at? I said, I'm at the red light. He said, well, go out to the Gulf station and park and get in the car with me. Got in the car with a guy there, he's still laying out there. He laid out there an hour and a half after I got there. Now, what kind of funeral home, man? What kind of ambulance service is that? And Georgia got a, what is it? And just get me a letter, don't. I done been to y'all about that man, ain't nothing else. George is at will. You ain't got to have no reason to fire something. You need 3 votes. And if he can't do his job no better than that, let him go. Every time I got to come down here and fight him, I got to pay him, mate. Because he a Granville, he let him lay out there on the ground. Now who gonna write me the letter? Long as y'all let him do it, he gonna continue to do it. Cause he know we don't have to vote for him. We don't have to vote for Seed. So I need something that why my son treated like that. I got a lawyer. Now I need a letter from y'all. We got 3 votes. That's what me and Tom Shaw worked all them years for to get 3 votes. To get y'all on this vote. Thank you. Let's go.
Okay. The only other item on the agenda is the recommendations from the planning commission, but we advertised a public hearing at 9:30, so we need to wait till 9:30 to take care of the public hearing.
Set a date, the EDC meeting.
Oh, let's skip over to the EDC meeting. Refresh my memory. At the last EDC meeting, did y'all set a date for the next meeting or just talked about having one quarterly? You wasn't at the meeting.
One with the last meeting, I guess, was the one y'all did with the design.
Yes, you. Yeah. I can't recall whether y'all set a date. I don't think you did.
It was not set.
I think y'all just talked about needing to start meeting more frequently. But since it is budget season, I think the EDC does need to meet to have some input on the budget request for EDC to the county commission.
When was the last time we met? I'm trying to think, was I there?
Yes, you were there.
I was at that one, the one over there. Okay.
That was the one where the girl from, the young lady from University of Georgia presented the branding project result. Mm-hmm.
He told me only Mr. Eugene was there.
Yeah,
He was the only one there.
Yeah, to that one. I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I
Okay, so that was the brand. Okay, I'm getting confused. As the EDC meeting.
Yeah.
We were all there,
Yeah.
but we didn't come. I think you told me only Mr. Eugene was at the branding meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, I got confused.
It's been a
But that was when was that meeting?
when we met,
No, last time.
February.
February.
I believe so.
We talked about it recording.
Yeah, when all of them met out there.
Mm-hmm.
When's our next?
Yeah, that was
commission?
February the 12th. I'm sorry, yeah, that was February the 12th. So that was 2 months ago.
Why don't we do it June 4th? Right after we're already here. Not June 4th, May, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say,
I'm a month off.
I thought it'd be better to do it in May if you
Yeah,
could.
I was Do it the next commissioners meeting, May 7th.
7th.
May 7th, 11 o'clock.
Whatever time y'all say.
We don't have to find another day to do it.
You got that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, good deal.
And what if we said we was gonna, I mean, on that board there? I know we hadn't been meeting regular on that board. Yeah. I was just curious what, how, okay, we discussed that. Yeah, got 2 minutes now. So, what about, we got any gravel coming in? I can start begging now.
Oh, okay. I do have good news. We had been put on, thank you for reminding me. We had been put on the states, with the Georgia Department of Audits, we had been put on their non-compliant list from the audit that was performed in, not the 2025 audit, but the 2024 audit. They found some issues with the audit report that a T wasn't crossed or an I wasn't, no, it wasn't nothing major. So we got temporarily put on the non-compliant list, so that put us on the waiting list. That put our LMIG funding on hold till we could get back on the compliant list. We're back on the compliant list, so
I thought we had what, auditors and all this stuff.
with the auditor, the report he submitted, evidently it wasn't in the proper form. Nothing was wrong with it, it just wasn't in the proper form. So he had to go back and change some wording in it to satisfy the state. We got them satisfied. So we should be getting we had already submitted our 2026 LMIG application for the regular LMIG. The state approved it, but it had to be put on hold because we were on the non-compliant list. Now that we're off the non-compliant list, we should be getting those funds in the next 2 weeks. So Danny will be probably at the next meeting requesting y'all authorities to open up another checking account for the regular LMIG funds. Now that we're back off the non-compliant list, that the engineer is going to submit the application for the 26 LMIG local road assistance LMIG program, which is the extra LMIG the state's done the last several years. And now that we're off the non-compliant list, we should get those funds within a couple of weeks after he gets the application submitted. So LMIG's back on track now. It was temporarily on hold, but it's back on track now.
I'm hoping it wasn't because it was too small, like it was that. It wasn't really big enough.
So we're.
We didn't have executive schedule for today.
No.
We did. I think we need one now. Too late.
For what purpose?
Or what this?
Oh, you talking about, yeah. I don't know.
That's
Discuss the issue.
Litigation.
all.
Is it too late to add it in the executive session?
Because
Let's do it after the hearing.
Okay.
You got,
that would make a bird a big deal about it.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to update on? Well, we're just killing time.
Well, come budget time, we probably, some people probably shouldn't have been already. And then other cases.
And I?
That shouldn't have been already, We're gonna put a little additional money in there for taller ball reward.
He's trying to figure it out. He don't know how that happened.
That's right.
This money's got jokes.
That's right.
He called it right off the bat. Some reason them two like to jab at each other. For some reason or other.
Every now and then I just have to get him going.
Good, how about you, David?
But hey, don't get mad. Just get even.
Oh, Lord, don't tell him that. I think that's in his blood. Oh,
You're right.
at least you did get some water.
You're right.
Evidently.
I mean, I have a key, but I need to go. You know, you gotta put 10, please. 10. I'm tired of looking.
I tried to give him a towel bar. He won't take it.
I can't get it.
Just can't get past it.
Spelling and all kinds of, you know, I'm bad with names. I'm always.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm looking at. Oh, yeah.
Oh, there was another item on y'all's agenda, number 10, about our comprehensive plan. It has to be updated next year, but Dan is going to have a recommendation for y'all at the next meeting on how to proceed with that. So. Now we're just waiting on 10:30, 2 more minutes. 9:30, I'm sorry. You come on up, Lynn. 1 more minute.
Good morning, ladies, gentlemen.
Okay, it's 9:30. We advertised a public hearing for 2 zoning requests. And let me get to the zoning request. The planning commission met this past Monday evening to consider 2 planning requests. The first one, David Burke has submitted a rezoning and conditional use application for parcel 8920A that is currently zoned ag. The request is to rezone the property from ag to industrial. The rezoning and a conditional use request is to allow the operation of a pallet company, including the operation of a sawmill for cutting lumber and manufacturing pallets on the property. The property is located at 4890 Calhoun Road. It's actually at the site of the old Taylor Gin cotton gin facility. That ain't it. Just that part, I think that may be a cotton warehouse at one time, but it's not currently part of the proposed
Correct, not at
this
currently.
time.
The information is as they grow, if they need it, the person is willing to negotiate to sell that as well. It's verbal, that's all right now.
And the planning commission met, like I said, Monday evening, and upon motion and seconded, they voted for in regard to the rezoning request, they voted to recommend the county commissioners approve the rezoning. And then this same item, there was a request for a conditional use to allow the use of a sawmill on the property. And they voted to recommend that commissioners approve the conditional use as well.
As well, yes, sir.
But that would only go, the conditional use would only go into effect if the rezoning is approved. So that was item 1 that the planning commission did Monday.
Can I clarify? I think you said it'd only be approved if they approve the zoning. They also have to approve the conditional use.
Right, but if they don't approve the zoning,
Then it's, okay.
There's no need to approve the conditional use because the condition, you can't do a sawmill if it remains ag.
Yes, okay.
In the other request, Fred Hall Jr. has submitted a rezoning and a variance application for parcel 5734C, which is currently zoned agricultural. This request is to rezone the property from ag to C2 general commercial. The rezoning request is to allow the operation of a gasoline service station. The variance is to allow 2 additions to the structure. The additions will encroach on the side setback from 20 feet to 3 feet on the side, and the rear setback from 25 feet to 10 feet. The property is located at 123 Hall Road. There again, the planning commission held a public hearing on it and voted to recommend that the commissioners approve this rezoning as well. And in regard to the variances, the planning commission has the final say on variances, so that's not an issue before y'all. So we'd advertised the public hearing today to receive public comments on these items. Is there anybody here to speak in favor of request number 1, Mr. David Burke proposal for parcel number 8928? Anybody here to speak in favor of that?
Yes, I would be.
Okay. Do you have anything to say other than that you would like for it to be approved?
That's pretty much it.
Okay. All right. But you have the opportunity to say whatever you want, but okay. All right. Is there anybody here to speak in opposition to the rezoning of parcel 8920A? Anybody in opposition to parcel 8920A rezoning? Okay, we'll move to the rezoning of parcel 5734C, requested by Fred Hall Jr. Is anybody here to speak in favor of that rezoning? I'm assuming you'd not just like to say you'd like for it to be approved, and that's, but you're welcome to make a statement if you want to. Okay. Okay. Anybody else to speak in favor of that? Yes, sir. Okay. What's your name?
Robert Gaston.
Okay. All right, sir. Is there anybody here to speak in opposition to the rezoning of parcel 5734C? Anybody in opposition to rezoning the parcel 5734C? Okay. Hearing none, no further public comments. We'll call the public hearing to close at 9:36 a.m. In regard to the rezoning request for parcel 8928, Mr. Chairman, do y'all have any questions for Mr. Glenn, or is there a motion?
I don't have any questions.
Yeah, I'll just say, after talking to Mr. David and some of the neighbors I knew that lived there, he's spoken to all of them and let them know what was coming, and none of them were in opposition. Not that they didn't come, but none of them are in opposition, so I'll make a motion to approve the rezoning from agricultural to industrial at 4890 Calhoun Road, Pinehurst.
Second.
It has been motion and second. Do we have any other discussion?
Mr. Claire, okay, are you going to do the conditional use separate, or you want to approve the conditional use in your original motion?
I'll go ahead and.
The conditional use would be to allow the sawmill, correct?
The second part is on the next page there.
Let's do the
There is a
zoning
vote
first.
unanimous.
Okay, okay, all right.
Okay. For the zoning purposes. Okay.
The reason, the motion, as I said, to be to approve the rezoning of parcel 8928 from ag to industrial.
We already have a motion and second. Do we have any other discussion on it? If not, all in favor by the show of hands. Okay, that motion carries.
Okay, in regard to the conditional use to allow a sawmill on the site,
Make a motion that we allow I make a motion we approve a conditional use to allow a sawmill on site, parcel 89-20.
It has been motion and second. Do we have any other discussion on that? If not, all in favor by the show of hands. That motion carries.
in regard to the rezoning of parcel 5734C from ag to C2 general commercial. Are there any questions or comments from anybody?
I have a couple of questions. On this, was it discussed in there of the burden of updating the rest of the structure and facility to commercial on the rezoning?
The updating of the commercial part is, he'll have to add a handicap bathroom because being open to the public, and it was discussed about that. The main structure is going to have emergency lighting. That's the extent of he's going to have to do.
That the handicap bathroom included well and septic?
Yes, sir. There'll be, he has a well that he's using from his other property because he owns around there. And the septic's going to be installed on that property, on the subdivided property.
And fencing around the entire property?
That was not discussed.
Not discussed?
No, sir.
Is it going to be mandated he has to do that?
No, it was not discussed. It's not mandated.
Okay.
It would have to be part of the conditions that they had put on it, and they did not put any conditions on it.
But the owner was in favor of the conditions that were put on it
With the handicap bathroom, yes,
and the septic.
yes,
In the meeting, they talked and
yes, sir.
the cost and all that was.
Yes, sir. He in fact, he spoke with one of them about doing the project, who's a contractor.
Okay.
To make sure I understand the conditions.
The conditions aren't listed in here. That's what it's not detailed as to everything they discussed, but they approved the conditional use, not us, right?
No,
That's a variance.
that's a variance.
They're doing the variance. That's in the variance. What all,
No, the variance is just for the setback. The variance is only pertaining to it encroaching, not meeting the setback requirements.
This will be covered in the building permit, right?
The question,
Will this be covered these details be covered in the building permit or not?
the handicap bathroom?
Right,
Yes, sir.
because if he gets a building permit for commercial, he's got to have that.
Yes, sir.
where is it written that what they discussed and agreed on?
What's written,
Where is it written what they all agreed on he
we
had to
didn't,
do?
we didn't write that as often when there's discussion in a meeting, as I said, after some discussion. So we do have the audio and the video of the meeting if you would like to review it. That is always open to the public.
I don't. I just would like to make sure that everybody understands exactly. It's not left up to interpretation. Everybody gets it written down exactly what they
If
told
I
them
could
they could do.
recommend, you could put that in the stipulations as your recommendation for the approval, if that's accurate. I'd leave that to the attorney.
I don't want to overrule them.
No, I think the point is well taken, and that is that there was a discussion about how this would proceed, and that body below had certain authority, this body has certain authority, and then once that changes to the zoning and he gets a building permit under, then you have certain authority. What they don't want to happen is there to be a misunderstanding because something got left out, and all of a sudden when you get the building permit, they're now required to do X, Y, and Z more that was never anticipated. I think that's where this is going, is we want to make sure that there's a clear understanding of if the people below said you need to have a well, you need to have water, you need to have a bathroom and or a fence. And what I've heard is the fence is off the table. So all those things, and the other part of that is as far as getting the septic, that has nothing to do with you. That has to do with the health department, right?
That's accurate.
So if they don't approve it, then they've got a problem that's beyond the control of this board. So that we can't really I don't want to get the cart before the horse, but I also don't want us to come back later and someone says, well, the fence was discussed and where is the fence? You follow me?
Yes, sir.
Because the fence was discussed, right?
It was not even mentioned.
It was not even mentioned, okay.
Can I ask the owner? Mr. Fred, what, I didn't even think about this, but what if what if the health department doesn't approve a septic there?
If I could, I actually went out with the health department well before the meeting, met with Mr. Hall out there and looked at areas that it could work. And the health department recommended an area that it would work just fine. They've totally positive with it, and they said they'll work with them to make adjustments to make it work within the property. And then with a subdivided property, because he has a pond on his house, and it has to be so far from that. And the health department was happy to work with him in the area that he has to put it.
Are you under the understanding of all you have to do under commercial?
There was a toilet bathroom and a handicap bathroom and a septic tank discussed. I was under the impression I was gonna be able to use my well now.
That's it.
That's the way I understood.
And emergency lighting?
That was not discussed, but that's not that's not something I can't do.
That would fall under the electrical permit when we go in to look at it. They'll have so that won't be a negotiated item.
It is under commercial zoning. I want him to know everything he's gonna have to do by changing to commercial. I want it listed, is that the only other thing, is the electrical?
Just
Like
the
emergency
the emergency lighting is the only thing he's gonna need for exit. So if the lights went out, you can be lighted to go out to exit out the door. That's standard.
Does he have to have his exit sign too?
That's part of the
That's part
emergency
of
lighting.
Just
But this is-
asking.
Is
That's
there
a
anything
fair
else
question.
in the, is there anything else in the permitting under commercial that he's gonna have to?
No, sir. He's already met, because he asked me and he's already modified it.
All right.
That's the deal, I mean, that's not much as you can do, even with the septic tank. It's very rare if you can't put a septic tank. I mean, that's just a rarity right there. I mean, you know, it's.
But it was just the cost. I want him to
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
I don't want there to be a surprise
Mhm.
after the zoning is done. That was, but if everybody was under that understanding,
And then nothing for putting the exit light back.
I
A
have
good
exit lights.
electrician can throw that.
I have
on.
two exit lights in the previous building, and I think both of them's burning, one of them may not be, but I already have two exit lights up. I do not have emergency lights up. I have exit signs up.
But see, even with that, Mr. Glenn is responsible for checking all that out before he gets the CO.
But the insurance company may be
Right,
the
yeah.
exit lights up.
So, I mean, that should be covered.
I'll offer the motion to approve if there's no other discussion.
I said. There's a motion and a second. Do we have any other discussion on it before we vote on it? If not, all in favor by the show of hands, that motion carries.
Thank you.
I thought, yeah, can I make a motion, we go to the executive, well, I don't know, newspaper to leave though, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we go
what do
ahead?
y'all do?
Yeah,
So we just wanted to take a moment. I know you're not big on theatrics, but, Mr. Chairman, Board of Commissioners, we just want to take a moment to congratulate Steve on an incredible 40 years of service. This milestone is a testament of your dedication, leadership, and lasting impact you've made over the last 40 years. This does mark your last meeting, and I want to personally thank you for your guidance and the training you provided. You've always been so helpful, so open, just willing to answer all my series of questions that I've asked you, and your willingness to share your knowledge and experience has meant a great deal to me, and it has helped not only shape my work moving forward, but gave me insight of all the things that have been done in the past, and how you've worked so incredibly well with the staff here at Dooley County. So I just want to say thank you, Steve. Your contributions will not be forgotten, and your legacy will continue to be felt for many years to come. And I'm wishing you all the best in the next chapter. And this is not goodbye, because it's not your last day, but this is your last meeting. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And we have a little gift, and if you want to go around the room, but we have something to give you, Tony, and we'll work our way around.
okay, man, I'm gonna meet you, I already told you earlier this morning, I'm just getting to know you, good, and, we riding the Montezuma together, and I appreciate you, and I learned a lot from you, and we gonna see you around, definitely, on a mission.
He's not going anywhere. It has really been a pleasure to work with Steve. I've learned so much, and he shared so much with us. And if we could retain everything that he shared with us, we'd be great. Because he's definitely prepared us and given us what we needed, and I just appreciate the work he's done, providing the financials so that we see the big picture. I mean, we see every facet of Dooley County's government, and I just didn't realize that it was that way when I was out here just as a taxpaying citizen. So, been very open, very transparent, and I appreciate that. He's been very diligent in what he's done.
Tim? Well, I can say the best for that.
Well, you're gonna be really missed, and like I said,
since I've been here, I ain't never heard you say a bad word about nobody. I don't know, I'm pretty sure you've been thinking on the inside, because you've been called some names in front of us, and you sit there and take a lane for man like you're supposed to. And that make me look at you a whole different, different way. Because like I said, you got to have some thick skin to take all the stuff that you could be thrown at you, because when something happens, they're gonna go to the top. And they always point at you. Because 3 can do it.
You've been doing this job longer than I've been alive.
Thank you.
I've known you all my life, mostly as a friend and classmate's dad, but it's been a real pleasure to have worked with you the last 6 years, and learned a lot from you. Not done learning. I know you'll be happy that your caller ID won't light up as much with me on the other end, but it won't stop. I promise. We'll still need your guidance, and still need to know where some of the bodies are buried from the last 40 years. So thank you. Hope you enjoy and get to relax a little, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, Steve, you have been a steady guiding hand for many years for this community, for this county board, and your presence will be missed. I've had the opportunity to work with some other governments and to observe some other governments over the years, and I've never seen one with as little money as you have do as much as you can, consistently, fairly, and never let it get you down. And you've done a great job, and I'm proud to have been able to work with you these last few years.
Okay.
Yes.
Don't cry.
Steve has been incredible boss. I've had 4. He exceeded them all. He taught me how to be humble, how to serve citizens. He was somebody that I prayed for before I got here. The 19th of this month will be 60 years for me. And I didn't know anything about government, but he was willing to take me under his wings and teach me. I didn't always do what I was supposed to do, but he tolerated me. He had patience, and I'm eternally grateful for you. I watched you go through the scorning, the beat downs, but still humble and still smile. Every now and then I see him with his head down. I knew not to bother him. He had signs. He never said things. He just had signs that I knew when to talk and just leave him alone. But I'm thankful. I'm grateful to have had this experience with you. And I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
It has truly been a pleasure working under you. It really has. You taught me a lot. Like Linda, I never worked with the government, but I have truly learned so much from you. You will be very well missed.
Thank you. All right, the best for last.
Yeah, the best for last. I'm the elder statesman of everybody here other than Steve. This is my 22nd year. And I tell you what, I can go back to the first time I came to the first meeting. I mean, we have changed so much. And Steve has gotten better over time. And I've never seen nobody that was literally a walking encyclopedia when it came to the political world. I mean, if he didn't know the answer, he would get it. And there have been some other things that we have gone through with, over my time, my tenure that I've been here. But I never would say anything to anybody in the streets and this I called Steve. So, you know, I mean, I just didn't want to say the wrong thing. As long as 99.9% of the time, Steve had the correct answer. You know, he said, well, this is what we need to do. Because sometimes you can put your foot in your mouth. And I'm like everybody else. You know, Steve was a mild-mannered person, you know, and he helped me out a lot. And I've been here with some other commissioners. It was really, really tough. But Steve always weathered the storm. And, you know, these are the kind of things I talk about as a role model in the community. You know, these are the kind of people that you need. You know, I don't care what color. You know, it don't make no difference. As long as you're doing the right thing. And Steve always presented himself like that. And you know, you can't say no more. So Steve, you know, even though I tried to twist you arm all kind of way to get you to stay for a little while longer. And it wasn't because of me, some of the other people around the board asked me to. You know, but they and no problem with them. Y'all came out. I think we all did with the best choice. You know, to fulfill your shoes. But it's gonna be tough. And a lot of time when Danny moved that seat, I probably called Mr. Steve. He don't need to get offended, but because of all the great things that you have done. I mean, it's gonna be hard to get that taste out of my mouth. I'm like everybody else. So again, I appreciate what you did, and this this beautiful plaque up here for me to present to you. And sincere appreciation for the loyalty, the perseverance, and friendship you given the citizens of Duplin County. 40 years of service as the Duplin County Administrator. You led by example. You set the bar and made a lasting impact that we will always cherish. As this chapter of your life ends here, may a new one and exceptional one begin. Happy retirement from the Duplin County Board of Commissioners.
Can I get a picture, guys?
Thank you.
Man, yes, that's right.
Hold on now.
Get everybody in there.
Yeah.
Can we push the chairs back?
Yeah.
Come on, Bert.
Tim, let's move that chair out.
Okay.
Okay, you guys can look over here first.
Okay, ready? I'm gonna take you to
Okay, right here, guys. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And card. Oh, card. Lawrence presents you with a card.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
That check for your wife.
Fake money in there.
Steve, did you hear Mr. Perry? He said that check for your wife.
I heard it.
Well, I'm not a public speaker, but I would say thank you. I've had the pleasure of working with some, I counted up 13 different county commissioners over 40 years. The board was a 3-member board when I came. Shortly after that, it became a 5-member board. And I've got to have an excellent staff now. I've had excellent staff. We've had good employees. It's been a team effort, and it's been a good ride, but it's time for it to be over. And I'm looking forward to the good things that Danny's going to be bringing. I hope y'all will support her in her efforts. She's got some good ideas. And she's going to do things different than I am. That don't mean it's wrong. Just please support her as things go. And I'm not going nowhere. And I'll still answer your call, maybe. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I want to make a motion that we go into executive session. So possible litigation.
To discuss threatened litigation.
Litigation.
Second.
Okay, it has been motion and second. All in favor by the show of hands? Okay, that, we are headed into the executive session.
You were here. Oh, we got to turn it off.
I was looking forward to doing it.
We're into it.
This conference will now be recorded.